Hey, Force Sensitives. I'm Darth and Magnus. Welcome back to my channel and my living room. Alright, so with me here today, I have the Grand Master Hilt in all of its glory. Alright, now this was a lightsaber modeled after the one that Satale Shan used in Star Wars The Old Republic games. Except, I did a golden trim for the hilt and then a sentinel yellow blade. Alright, please shut off. Thank you very much. Now with this sentinel yellow blade, I am going to be showing you guys a 28 move demonstration today. Alright, it's going to be relatively simple. You're gonna see a lot of the same moves repeating. The only thing that's really challenging is that there's 4 separate kicks in this demonstration. But other than that, like I said, it's going to be an easy day, easy lesson, even though it seems like a high enough move, 28 moves. Don't worry about it. You got this, okay? If I can do it, I know you guys can do it. So, before I get any further into the video, allow me to break down the format of today's video. If you're new, please stick around so I can explain what's going to happen in the next few minutes. If you're not new, you already know what I'm going to say. I'll see you guys in that first demonstration. Speaking of demonstrations, we got 3 of them to get through today. The first one I like to call the confusing demonstration. I know, sounds weird, but I call it the confusing demonstration because I use my own terminology and my own jargon. Allow me to give you guys a small sample size of what I'm talking about. Now, for this entire 28 move demonstration, we're going to use a standard grip, and it's going to be in your right or rear hand the entire time. I know you don't normally call the hand that's out in front of you the rear hand. I'll explain that why later, alright? Just stick with me for a moment while I explain this. So your moves are going to look and sound like this. Rear jab to the head, rear hook head, rear back hook to the body, rear jab body. And then you can, we'll even do rear pommel strikes to the head. Things like that, besides the kicks that are in there, alright? So that's how it's basically going to go down. I'm going to break down all 28 moves individually and explain them as thoroughly as I possibly can for you guys, alright? Now, if you're still confused after that first demonstration, it's okay. Don't worry about it because we have the second demonstration, which is known as the counting demonstration. It's exactly how it sounds. We're going to go through the exact same movements, except I'm not going to be using my weird terminology and jargon to describe the movements. We're just going to be going off of the counting system. So, it'll look and sound something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all the way until we reach 28 this time, okay? It's going to be a little bit faster paced than the first demonstration since I don't have to explain everything. I'm going to count off the moves slower than what I just showed you. I just wanted to give you guys a small sample size. But once we're done with that second demonstration, we'll come to our third and final demonstration, which is known as the fun demonstration. Yes! Alright, it's where I shut off the lights. I'll turn this light on. I'm going to keep it off for now. During those first 2 demonstrations, since it's my saber with sound, I want you guys to be able to hear my instructions clearly at home. Alright, but during that final demonstration, I'll finally turn this on, and then you will get to see the 28 move demonstration in full. Now, 2 more things that we need to get through before we start that first demonstration. Like I was saying before, I'm going to call your right hand your rear hand. So just think, R and R, rear, right. Same thing goes. For your right foot, I am going to be calling it your rear foot. Now when it comes to your left hand, I will be calling it your lead hand. So just think, L and L, lead, left. Same thing goes. For your left foot, I'll be calling it your lead foot. So even though we're not using our lead hand at all, we will be using the lead foot for kicks and things of that nature. Foot placements, anything that I can basically describe to you guys during that first confusing demonstration. And the reason why I have it set up this way, where my right hand's always my rear hand, my left hand's always my lead hand, is that I suffer from short-term memory loss from a TBI I got a long time ago. So it just makes things easier to remember for me personally. So that's why I keep it that way, alright? Now, one more thing before we get started with that first confusing demonstration is something I like to call the shuffling effect, alright? So I'll let you guys know when we're utilizing the shuffling effect, but basically, get my feet in the camera as much as I can. Alright, so basically your front foot is going to move forward first and your back foot will follow. So for example, say that I say rear jab to the head, shuffling forwards. It's going to look like this. Rear jab to the head, shuffling forwards. Now when we're backing up, the opposite will be true. Your back foot is going to go first, and that front foot will follow this time, okay? For example, rear high block, shuffling backwards. Rear high block, shuffling backwards. All right, you guys are pretty smart. You don't need to see me just shuffling back and forth, because then I'm just gonna start dancing, and nobody wants to see that. Let's get on to the first confusing demonstration. All right, so the stance that you are going to be getting into is the Form 3 Surisu stance. All right, so it's going to look like this. Your lead hand is going to be pointed out in front of you. You're going to bring up the saber in a standard grip, like so, and then you're going to rock back on your rear foot. All right, I'm going to start over there, and then we'll actually begin. So, rear hand, standard grip, Form 3 Surisu stance. All right, so you're going to step forward with your rear foot as you do a rear jab to the head. Come around for a rear hook head, rear back hook body, and then a rear jab body. Then I want you to take your lead foot, you're going to turn your body to the side and do a lead side kick like so. Now once you plant your lead foot back on the ground, continue to turn in a clockwise motion. Your rear foot's going to step over your lead foot. You're going to take the pommel of the lightsaber and do a rear pommel strike to the head, and then you're going to do a rear back hook head. As you do that rear back hook head, I want you to turn the face that way. How we're going to do that is that your rear foot is going to stay stationary, and you're going to take your lead foot and swing it around. Okay? So, rear pommel strike to the head, rear back hook head. Okay? From here, you're going to do a stationary rear high block into a stationary rear block from the right. Then you're going to shuffle forwards as you do a rear jab to the head. Come around for a rear hook head, rear back hook body, into a rear jab body. Told you it's going to be a lot of repeating moves, all right? But as you do this rear jab body, this time we're going to do a different kick. We're going to do something that I like to call a lead front kick, but what some of you guys may know as a Spartan kick. So basically, you want your foot to be angled like so, to where the heel of your foot matches the palm of my hand, okay? You want to kick them with the heel of your foot around the mid-stomach to upper chest, all right? So, rear jab to the body, lead front kick. Now once you plant your lead foot back on the ground, just like before, how we turned over there, that's how we're going to turn right now, okay? So your rear foot's going to step over your lead foot. You're going to do a rear pommel strike to the head, and then a rear back hook head as you turn your body. All right? And then just like before, we're going to do a stationary rear high block into a stationary rear block from the right. Shuffle forwards as you do a rear jab to the head. Excuse me. Come around for a rear hook head into a rear back hook body, and then a rear jab body. This time you're going to take your rear foot and you're going to do a rear snap kick, okay? Now how I like to do this kick is I kind of like to rock back on my back foot and then take a small step forward with my front foot, so that way it gives me some momentum to jump up in the air, okay? Again, you want your foot angled, just like how we did that front kick, to where the heel of your foot is the one that's making connection, okay? So, rear jab to the body, and then a rear snap kick. Now once you land, I want you to get back into the Form 3 Surisu stance, like so, all right? So after you get into this Form 3 Surisu stance, we're almost done, don't worry. You're going to turn in a clockwise motion. Your rear foot's going to step over your lead foot. You're going to do a rear pommel strike to the head, a rear back hook head, shuffle forwards as you do a rear jab head. Then we're going to take your lead foot and do another front kick, all right? Once you plant your lead foot back on the ground, continue to turn in a clockwise motion. And for the final 28th move, you're going to take your pommel and do another rear pommel strike to the head. And that's it. That's the end of the first demonstration. I told you it was going to be easy. So, like I said, if I could do it, I know you guys can do it too, alright? Now, before we get started on that second demonstration, mouth is all dry, let me get some water real quick. You knew the water break was coming. You knew it. Okay. So, rear hand, standard grip, form 3, Surisu stance. Alright? So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Alright, not so bad, right? I told you today's just going to be an easy day. The kicks are the hardest part. And like I said, if I can do it, I know you guys can do it too. So let me start shutting off these lights, turning on this light, and we'll get to our third and final demonstration. After some more water. Okay. Alright, I just charged this one up. Ready for the brightness? Let's go. Oh. I always found it weird that with the Sentinel Yellow Blade from Ultra Sabers, like when it's fully charged, it looks kind of almost like a lime green. Or not a lime green, a lime yellow, sorry. Like what was that? The lime Gatorade color? You know what, I think you guys know what I'm talking about. But, anyways, let us begin the third and final demonstration. The fun demonstration. Alright. The balance is with us, my friends. Told you, pretty easy, right? Alright. I bow to the fallen imaginary ninjas, and I will also bow to you. My brothers and sisters, in the force and in the balance. Alright. Oh wait, let's see if I can do the thing. Cool guy thing, alright. I'm like a video game character. A, B, B, A, A. Alright, hold on. Let's see if I can do this. Come on. You got this. I won't know until I see the camera. Alright. Until I review the footage. We'll see what happens. Did you guys like that? How I was just jumping around? Kind of making the lightsaber noise? I don't know. I don't know how my wife puts up with me. She's a saint. Because I am a man-child. Oh, man. I love you guys. Alright. Let me know what you guys thought of today's 28 move demonstration using a single blade. I'm Darth and Magnus. May the force be with you, and may that balance keep you, my friends. You guys, take care.